WolfGxngDon, never lacking. 2K bills to the fraction. Breaking it down to the pound, puts news and views on tips to get you cracking. It don't stop till we on top, boy. Brick by brick, we gotta build. Give a like and drop a sub. This WolfGxngDon, you know it's real. Never chill. No. Sauce it up, we stacking, getting bills. Peep the traction, getting badges. 2K champ, this how it feels. This the dawn, yeah. Running it up, no time to play. You know what's on, yeah. The greatest builds inside 2K.
Yo, what is good, YouTube? It's your boy Don back here with another build video, man. And today I got y'all with a Steph Curry type build. I'm talking about one of those 3-hunting point guard builds that, you know, thrives off of the pick and roll, off ball movement, stuff like that. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get right into the video. But before we do, make sure you hit that like and subscribe to the channel, man. We on the way to 2K. I appreciate everybody that's been doing it, man. Yeah, let's get right into it. So for this build, point guard position, obviously left-handed, jersey number, you know, none of that really matters as far as like handedness and jersey number, but this is what's important. You will need to go into the metric system for these body settings. So we're going 1.87 meters, 73 kilograms for weight, and 1.86 meters for the wingspan. And yes, I know the wingspan is shorter than the height, and that's cool. That we doing that for a reason. We want to get a certain badge and we gonna get it. And yeah, the body shape, that's completely up to you as well. But if you want to go for that Steph Curry look, I would suggest going with Define. So all right, let's get into the actual build, the attributes, all that good stuff, man. First things first, we're gonna put the close shot up to a 53, which isn't crazy high. You know, we don't plan on doing a lot of close shots if we're gonna keep it a buck. Now for the driving layup, we're going kind of crazy with this. We're going with a 93. Now I know you're probably thinking, man, if the driving layup is that high, what we gonna do with the driving dunk? Absolutely nothing, man. Leave it blank. I know you're probably thinking, man, yo, this dude is tripping, but trust me, with a driving layup that high, with the fact that you can get acrobat on, giant slayer on, slithery, and teardropper, you'll be all right. And especially if you use the timing and you use pro touch, I promise you, it is it's OP, man. The things that you can do with layups in this game, I know the interior defense is kind of crazy, but if you can ISO somebody and you got acrobat on, even when somebody does run in there with the giant slayer badge working as well, you'll be all right. Just trust me on that one. Now listen, I do have a build that utilizes driving layup instead of driving dunk, and the teardrops are OP if you can get the timing down. And that's a big if, but if you can get the timing down, you will be fire with it. But if you do turn the timing off on your layups, you'll be just fine too, because as long as it's open, you got a little space, they gonna drop. Now for the mid-range shot, we're going with an 83. That's not like crazy high, you know, it's just enough. But for that 3-point shot, we are maxing that bad boy out, man. Just go ahead and take it all the way up. You see all those badges on purple, and you see if we drop it, that dead eye. That's the badge I was talking about earlier. That dead eye is what we targeting for this build. But yeah, so go ahead and put it up to a 98. For the free throw, we're gonna go to a 71. And that's just because it'll be like one little point left over at the end of it. The pass accuracy, you do want to be able to dot people with this build. So the thing that we're focusing on with the 90, and this is why it's a 90, is because we want to get Dimer on gold. Dimer is a very good badge, and if you don't use it, I would highly suggest having your point guard put it on and to see the difference in the play for the builds with the low 3-point ratings. Those builds get so much better with the Dimer on. So just give it a try, man. The ball handle now. So with the ball handle, we want to take that up to an 87. Just because you want to make sure that you get unpluckable on gold. I mean, I know unpluckable is like a really good badge already, but just trust me, you want it on gold, bro. And with the speed with ball, we want a 92 just to get quick first step on Hall of Fame. A very good badge for this build. Now for the perimeter defense, we're only going with a 77. In all honesty, I don't have a problem running with clamps on silver and pick dodger on silver. I don't really get messed up too bad about the picks unless it's a double, and there's nothing you can do about double screens. Even if you got pick dodger on Hall of Fame, you can get hit by one of them. Now for the steal, we're gonna take that up to a 90 because we want to be in those passing lanes. Now with this build is random friendly, and I try to, you know, keep that in mind when making my builds, to make them random friendly, because you won't always have 5, you know what I'm saying? So with this build, like let's say you don't have to guard the point guard, you can play some great passing lanes with that interceptor Hall of Fame. Make sure you put hustler on, it'll really help you out. With the block, we're gonna put that up because we do want to get intimidator, just so you can, you know, go ahead and get at some of those shots on the perimeter. Intimidator does help a little bit since the perimeter D isn't crazy high and he has a short wingspan. I mean, but the build is fast, so you'll be all right. But you want to make sure you can keep something on there to give you, to kind of even the playing field just a little bit. Now with the speed, I'm only gonna take that up to a 91. Acceleration, I'm gonna take that all the way up. I will max out the strength on this. I'm gonna go 99 for the stamina. And then for the vertical, I'm just gonna max it out. Give him a little bit of vert. You really don't need it for this build. You're not really trying to get no chase downs. You're not dunking. But the float, I'm telling you, man, trust me, the floaters in this game, they low-key broken. I know a lot of people don't talk about that too much, but floaters are OP. I use it on my two-way threat. My very first build of this year is a 6'3", two-way threat. Plenty of defense, very high stealing. But he does have maxed out layup. So that's something to think about. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into the rest of the build. These are the two takeovers that I would go with personally. Negative impact for sure. It pretty much makes the defense not there. So I would either go negative impact or pull-up precision. Ankle breaking shots also isn't bad. I mean, if you like those animations, that is what it is. And for the second one, I would go limitless range. But for you, as I always say in pretty much all of my videos, man, make sure your takeover matches your playstyle. Like with me, if I'm on this, I'm taking those step back corner threes. I'm taking those, top of the key, hit them with a quick 1-2 left, right, step back, go on the other way, 3. That's what I'm doing. So make sure your takeover and your badges match your playstyle. So yeah, we can go ahead and continue. And this build comes out as a two-way threat. Not the best name, but you know, something. Shades of Jerry West, Fred VanVleet, and Steph Curry. I don't know what Fred VanVleet they know. I mean, I'm saying he is a pretty good shooter, but I wouldn't do that, bro. No, I'm not saying he's anything like the other two on that list. But all right, we can go ahead and test out the build so I can show y'all some of the badges that I would put on this build if this was my build. And mind you, I do have a build very similar to this. But keep in mind, whenever you see me making builds, sometimes I do make builds to the fact that I have extra badges. So yeah, you gotta make sure you keep that in mind. I have extra badges, so I would complete Teardropper and go ahead and put that all the way up to Hall of Fame. I only need 4 there, and I'll put a couple on Acrobat just so I can get that badge for sure. But Giant Slayer isn't really necessary if you got a little stick skill. Now, all right, time for the shooting. The best part of this build, you know, this build is something else when it comes to shooting. It's a Steph build. It gotta be. I do not think, this is a big one, I do not think you need mismatch expert, because even on those like real close closeouts, I still hit those a lot. So, you know, do with that information what you will. I do not think you need mismatch expert. I just think it's one of those badges that, you know, the little tiny builds get to use. It would help a little bit, I guess, against those 6'7" guys, because there are a lot of those 6'7" glitch builds running around these days. So if you feel like you need it, go ahead and put it on. For the purpose of this video, I'm not gonna put it on, but you know, that's how I get down. I'm gonna put catch and shoot on gold because I run off ball. Like when I pass the ball away, I definitely run and get open, and that's just something that I do. So you know, that's just in my play style. I'm gonna put Chef on gold. I do think the threes, even from like super deep, are kind of OP, man. Like you can hit those without much effort at all. Like, and if you want to play Chef a little bit higher, you can drop catch and shoot down, put one more on Chef, make it gold. Catch and shoot isn't mandatory because we do have stop and pop. So, and stop and pop also doesn't have to be in Hall of Fame, but it's a badge I love to use. And I use almost every time I play. So I'm gonna go ahead and put bullet passer on gold, hyperdrive on gold, quick chain on gold, quick first step Hall of Fame. Unpluckable, put that on there. Handles for days, you're going to need that. Now, I don't personally think you need tight handles. Like I get a lot of, honestly, people can't keep up with how quick this build moves. how quick the little guys move. Like it's tough because the offense can stop on a dime and the defense cannot. So yeah, I don't personally think you need it, but I throw it on bronze just because, you know, I get the occasional stun. All right, time for the defense. You can pretty much fill these badges up because you don't get that many. So, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead and put clamps on. Of course, pick dodger on. Interceptor, put that on Hall of Fame. And then just intimidator. You definitely gonna need that. I do not think you're going to need any additional badges on this build. And in case you can't afford intimidator, I would still have one left with putting that on acrobat. So I'll probably add that to this build. I mean, this category. But yeah, man, that is pretty much it for this build video, man. I'll catch y'all boys in the next one. It's been your boy Don, and I'm up out of here. Peace.
Piling paper got them talking nice to me. Down the bottle, it be going right through me. Brown baby down to take a flight to me. They think that I'm stunting, but it's slight to me. Piling paper got them talking nice to me. Guess that's why the label